From gas prices to grocery prices and in between, inflation is at a 40-year high, and Americans are feeling it. The Fed's just raised interest rates to try to stave off or hold off a recession and bring inflation back down. And we could be seeing some signs that U.S. inflation is starting to wane. Ernie Burns with Burns Financial Planning joins us this morning to help answer, have we hit peak inflation? Hi, Ernie. Good morning.
Hi, how you doing, Meg? Thanks for having me.
I'm good. So what do you think? Have we hit the peak?
I think we're close to it. Depending on what index you look at, I definitely see the tops coming around. The last two CPI indexes that came out, it was 8.5, and last week it came out 6 weeks later, 8.3. So it looks like we might be topping out. I know it's hard to see that with gas prices the way they are and food prices, but we might be leveling off.
So if we're leveling off, though, I mean, can we expect the prices to go back down to what they were, a couple years ago, or do you think they're going to stay high?
Well, okay, so it depends. One thing is this, gas prices will come back down over time. I think as soon as the Russia and Ukraine thing kind of works itself out, in addition to a little bit more drilling here in the United States, all that happens and they're allowing some of that and opening some of that back up, they will come down. I don't see food prices really dropping too much. Now, when the transportation cost does go down, it might change a little bit, but usually retail and food, they don't drop a whole lot.
Okay,
now,
so I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just very unique what's happening right now because we haven't seen this in 60 years. So we have mechanisms out there to basically fight it, which the feds are doing, but also with gas prices increasing, and if oil rights drilling come back around, that could, and it is, and everything with Russia, that settles down, we could basically see some gas prices come back down.
Now, what about, you talked about the grocery prices potentially staying high. I mean, you've got issues too with like a worker shortage, with the pandemic, people leaving their jobs. That's contributing to it too, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. The overall, it's a stalemate right now with standard of living. People trying to spend, and the good thing is the spending has not stopped. But overall, because it has not stopped, I don't think we're going to have a recession either. That's
Okay.
a big thing because Americans do spend very, very well. In addition to, we did a 50-year study, and when the feds raise interest rates, there's always a bull market after. So since our unemployment rate is at 3.6% right now, a 40-year low, and the way society is spending, and we're spending society, we don't see a recession coming either.
Gotcha. What would you tell somebody, Ernie? I mean, you're a financial expert. If somebody's watching this morning saying, look, there are things that I have to buy, but I'm really struggling to afford them, what advice would you give them?
It's hard. It's hard because you only have so much money coming in and you got to pay for these items. Take care of the necessities first. In addition to, I mean, you might have to dip into your savings if you have any savings in any manner. It's not a bad time to ask for a raise. And hey, there's like you said earlier, there's a lot of jobs out there. So it is in the consumer's perfect situation right now, the employee's perfect situation. You could find another job paying you more wages.
All right. Ernie Burns, thank you for your time as always.
All right. Thank you, Meg.